Hi, YouTubers. I think I finally had this down. Okay, I was calling this Monday morning chat. I've done it 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times, but it didn't work. So now I changed it to morning Monday chat. Midday Monday chat. Okay. All right, I'm determined to get this YouTube live working and going because I want to do it every Monday. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about travel. I have, of course, 100,000 topics we can talk on, but today I just thought we would talk about time off and budget. So what's happening or what we see out in the world. I was going to tell you about what I was drinking this morning and everything, this Hong Kong tea, but I guess I'll leave that for another Monday morning. Okay, YouTubers. Oh, so what are you drinking this afternoon? Apparently you're all at work, and Mondays are a great time to talk to you on live because you're taking little breaks here and there. You work for an hour, take a 10-minute break. So I'll keep this to 10 minutes. But let's talk about time off. It says here that so many of you are not taking your time off, paid time off. And that just absolutely blows my mind. How can that possibly be? I mean, even if you can't travel, if you're not traveling, don't you have 100,000 things to do at home that would make you want to take your paid time off? People, I totally encourage you to do this because we all need a break. Our minds are never going to be creative if we're in the, shoveling the dirt all day long. You have to give your mind an opportunity to be creative for those great ideas to come in. And that's what I talk about all the time, about why you need to go on retreat and to rejuvenate, to become your ultimate self so that you can give out. Because unless you are taking care of number one, there's not much you can do for anybody else. It's a really important thing. It feels really selfish, but it is really important. So I'm encouraging you to take your time off. And I'm thinking, why aren't people taking their time off? And of course, money must be one of the most main reasons. But if you have paid time off, you still must not have enough money, or maybe money is one reason that you're not going anywhere, or taking a trip. So I just thought I will give you a couple little tips. These aren't gigantic tips. They're not going to get you around the world in 80 days or anything. But here's a couple of little tips that I came up with to work my travel budget. I remember watching this family when I was a kid. They had 6 children, and they were originally from Australia. And every winter they went to Australia and came back all tan because it's summer down there. And I just thought, how can they afford to do that? And how will I ever be able to afford to do that? And then as I became a mom and had a family, my budget was so tight. I had it down to the penny, the dime. I knew exactly what was coming in and what was going out, and there was no room for travel whatsoever. So I finally devised this little plan to start saving any money I could for travel. And it had to do with unexpected money or income. And I even went as far as, if I bought something one day, say a shirt, and I decided I didn't like it after all when I got it home, or it didn't match, whatever, and I took it back the next day, I would take that money and put it in my new travel fund, because the money had already come out of the clothing budget in my mind. So it was free money for me to do with as I saw fit. And I would stick that in there. And then anytime I got any unexpected money from the IRS or from insurance, sometimes, they gave me a refund for this, or I got a refund for that, or what's that called, to buy one and then you get a money back if you buy it, something. So anytime I would get money that I didn't earn, that was unexpected, I put it in my money or my travel fund. So that's one way to at least start a travel fund, at least start thinking about it and shedding light on it, and the universe might help you out a little bit. You might be surprised. And of course, I always talk about miles, but I know that a lot of younger travelers haven't built up their credit history, or they have no credit, and they can't get a credit card with miles on it. So my advice to you, of course, is to build up your credit history. It really doesn't take as long as you might think it does. And as anyone in my age bracket will tell you, time goes by whether you like it or not. So next thing you know, 2 years will have gone by and you'll have built yourself up credit. So you always want to pay off your credit cards. My goal is to always pay it off every month. And if I don't pay it off every month, if I bought something larger than I knew I could pay it off, I've got a really strict plan on how I'm going to pay that off. So try to be really good with your credit card, because your miles are pointless if you're paying late fees or anything like that. So you want to always pay on time, always pay in full if you can. Of course, it's very important, because if you're paying interest, that also negates the whole miles program. So those are just a couple ideas that I have on budget. And I just one more that I'll talk about, since my volume appears to be working, is something that's worked really well for me. It's probably not, if you're Susie Orman or somebody, you're not going to think this is a really good idea. But I live in Arizona. It's a very extreme climate, and we have to have reliable cars. And so I have found that if I buy a new car, a reasonable car, I drive a Subaru Outback. This is my second Subaru Outback, and it's a middle of the road car. It's not really high end. It's not really low end. It's right in the middle of the car, but they're in high demand. So what I found is that if I have my new car and I drive it for 2.5, 3 years, or half the length of the loan, and I've taken really super good care of that car, I'm then able to sell the car for usually about $3,000 to $4,000 more than I owe on the car. And that money, baby, goes right into my travel fund. You can bet your sweet britches. Now, if there was something else I was into, say camera equipment or whatever, that would be, like my camera fund. But for me, it works out great. I know that, Susie Orman would probably have you take that $3,000 or $4,000 and put it on your next car, and eventually you'll have your car paid off. I'm not big into a paid off car for a multitude of reasons. It can get wrecked, number one. Someone can smash into my beautiful car that I have paid off, and boom, I'm back having to buy a new car again. So my insurance, forget about it. I like a new car, and this works really good for me. Even if you don't buy a brand new car, if you buy a nicer car and take really good care of it and then sell it when you owe less on it, then you can sell it for, to get my drift. So you just take that money and put it into your travel fund. So those are just a couple of things that worked really good for me when I was first trying to come up with a travel budget, because I wanted to go places so badly. And I just thought this would be a great way to start out travel or Monday morning chats. And I'm sorry this turned into midday Monday, but hey, maybe that'll work better anyways, because Monday mornings are usually really busy for me. All right, everyone, have a great week, and I will talk to you on Friday. I did want to mention last Friday's video is up. It's ready to go, but I have not hit public yet because it is a drawing, a giveaway, a raffle, whatever you want to call it, but I can't get the raffle to work. So I'm super excited because I'm giving away 2 Material Girl Mystical World by my friend Ruby Warrington. She was my roommate at the first retreat I went to in Tulum, Mexico. Oh, my face looks really good with your pink, Ruby. Thank you so much. All right, 2 of those. I'm giving away 2 lip sense sets. Today I am wearing, this color, and that is what I'm giving away. It's caramel apple. And it's really, well, it has some color to it. It's really kind of a nude, even though this looks a lot darker than it really is. It's not that dark. It's really kind of a nice, even lippy color, if I do say so myself. And I'm also giving away some mala beads, not these, but the mala beads at malaprayer.com. So keep an eye out for the video. As soon as I figure it out, I will post it. Okay, alarm, that means I have to go. Everyone have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye. Bon voyage.